What's up, you
What's happening?
guys? I'm here with Nate. If you guys don't remember him, we were on live together a few months ago, and we're back. He's moved out to California, so now I stole him for the day, and we have been having an awesome just morning. And
Afternoon.
Afternoon now. And we had an awesome lunch, and we've been talking a lot, and something that's come up a lot is energies, and specifically was just brought up, which is vibrations and trusting and listening and being aware of them. So, what do you want to share about that? And then we can kind of bounce around with this.
Yeah, so, ever since I moved to, California, we're in Malibu right now, which is just beautiful, but it gives us such great vibes being in an environment where we can creatively flourish and, just meeting with like-minded people like Celeste here and having great conversations and great interactions. It's good vibes. People say good vibes all the time, but what does that really mean? So many of us kind of walk through life just unconsciously, and we're not really aware of our vibrational state. We're not aware of the messages that we're sending out, which then come back to us, right? So when we are in a state of feeling good, of a state of appreciation, a state of potential, we bring that back to us, and life's good. When you feel good, that's a sign that you're drawing things to you that are in accordance with who you really are and where you want to be.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
Yeah, no, 100%. It's so true. It's almost like if you put yourself in a situation, right? And this is something that came up earlier, was thinking about making decisions based on a thought versus a feeling, and it can be very related to this. And just going into that, it's subconsciously we want to stay safe, and it's safe for us. Robbie's giving me all these love hearts, hey. So it's safe for us to just be okay, I'm comfortable, right? And our subconscious wants to keep us from growing, even though consciously maybe we're making decisions that are helping us to go, or maybe we are really doing a lot of mindset work, or we're really dialing in what feels good for us, what's our big vision, and we're taking actions that are in alignment with that. And we start functioning with a higher vibration. We're feeling awesome, and then what happens? Something comes up to try to tear us down, stop us. Doubt, guilt, fear, anxiety, all of those negative emotions start coming into play, and it's only there, at least for me, it feels good to recognize that's there to keep us safe, right? It's like a survival mechanism, and that can give us the power to then go, I don't need this, I don't need to hear this, right? I choose to grow and move forward despite this. But you were saying something about being addicted to it.
Yeah, if you're conscious, literally just listen to yourself. Be conscious of your thoughts for 10 days, and you'll be surprised at how negative you are. Not negative in the sense of I suck or this and that, but thoughts of worry, thoughts of worst case scenarios. It happens all the time, and unless you're really conscious of it, you're usually focusing on things that you don't want rather than things that you do want. And then you get more of that, and you feel bad in the process. So it just overall sucks, right? Mm-hmm. So when you can really be conscious of what do I want, not what do I not want. Everyone's just they're driving to work and oh, I hope I don't get hit by a car today, or I hope I don't get in a car accident.
Totally attracting that.
Yeah, and it's that doesn't feel good. That doesn't feel good to live life like that, and you're just attracting more and more bad things. I remember, I was driving, case in point, cross country to move here to California. I was driving from New Hampshire, and as I was driving to Illinois, I was in a really shitty state, a really bad mind state, and I kid you not, within that one day, I got a speeding ticket. I got pulled over in a speeding ticket. I got a flat tire. Shortly after that, waited 2 hours for AAA to come get me, just to find out that I needed to dump $600 into all my tires after just buying a new car. So that was the universe way of saying listen, dude, you're not on the right track. You need to think thoughts that are better. And here's a wake up call to get your shit together. And so the universe sends you signals if you're looking for them, and you realize that if you consistently feel good, if you consistently operate on a high vibrational state, not only are you going to get what you want, but you're going to feel good while you're doing it. So it's a win-win.
Yeah, exactly. And if you don't feel good doing something, trust that and follow it and be very aware of it, because it's likely coming up because it's not meant for you right now, right? Because even if it's like we were talking about food earlier, like even if you're just consuming something and it doesn't feel good, like why are you forcing yourself to eat it? Or what makes you believe you have to consume that? So just being intuitive and really getting in touch with how you feel when you go about anything in life. Because I also know, like one time, like my phone, like it completely crashed. I could not do anything on it. I couldn't get on it. It would just turn off literally every 2 seconds. I lost all my contacts. I had nothing in it, and I was like, what the hell, this is so bad. And I was like, this sucks. I can't get in touch with my clients. I can't get in touch with my business, but I still have my computer, so I can carry that around with me. And I was like, wait, I should fix the problem and recognize that this is a blessing, that I don't need to be consumed by my phone. And that day I remember going to the mall to get it fixed, and my phone was just not working, and the guys were like, oh, like we don't have time right now, like you need to just wait like 30 minutes. So I was like, cool, and I like got myself some tea. I was walking around without my phone, and everything was feeling really good, and I recognized that this is a huge sign that I needed to disconnect for a little bit, and I needed to follow the fact that I don't need to rely on the technology to satisfy that, and it felt really good. And so going into that, it's a good sign for me to recognize when I start feeling like I'm connected to it. I can recognize where it's coming from now, because I knew just from letting it go, I felt way stronger, I felt way better, and I felt more connected to myself. So when I came back, I was serving at a way higher level. I had all these ideas coming to me, and that just showed I was functioning at a very high level. And getting in touch with that daily, like you can actually put yourself in a high vibrational state just simply by choosing to, and by connecting with the next level identity of yourself, that next level version. Because the more you choose to just wake up and go about your day without thinking about where you're heading, like you're just not going to get there. So you have to think about it.
Yeah, good quote that I believe is Ralph Waldo Emerson. My hand's getting tired.
I got you.
It's getting paralyzing. Ralph Waldo Emerson, I believe he said, it was trust your instincts to no end, though you can render no reason. And what that means is you don't need a reason to trust your instincts. It's there for a reason. We all have an inner guidance system. I think I might have butchered that quote, but the message is that trust your instinct, because we all have an inner guidance system. And the reason that things feel bad is because it's not in accordance with what we want and who we are. So when you have like feelings of like, ooh, that punch in the gut feeling, like this sucks, that's a sign that you're not on the right track. It's a sign that you need to redirect your focus, and it's a sign that you're not living in accordance with who you really are.
Yeah, same thing, like if you get butterflies or if you get chills, like it's probably really good signs, and you should trust them and flow with them and just allow yourself to be more than just this human being that goes about life for life in general, right? Like something that's really come up for me a lot is the fact that you are a soul, right? And this goes along with like building more than just a body, right? So like you're a soul living in a body, and you're so much deeper than surface level. So we have to function deeper than surface level, and we have to get in touch with that, and we have to feel that, and we have to know that that's okay, and give ourselves permission to be deeper human beings. And even if it means being different than the other people around us, even if it means separating yourself from energies that are just sucking you dry, even if you don't know it yet, even if it just means playing around with it, it's going to mean more growth for you, and it's going to feel a lot better. And you might think, I feel better being where I'm at, like I'm fine, I'm happy, but imagine how much happier you could be if you got in alignment with that next level identity, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Like, just think, I mean, how good is it going to feel to just, you don't need a reason to feel good. You really don't. I know it sounds woo-woo when you're not like vibrating in a high frequency. Like, I mean, in the past I would watch something like this and just shut it off. Like, this is bullshit. And but it's true, when you're not vibing at a high level, you reject a lot of things like this, and you reject a lot of the messages that intuitively are going to help you, but you just don't want to help yourself. So the biggest piece of advice I can give you is just be conscious of your vibration. Ask yourself, am I attracting positive or negative things? That's the only question you need to ask. Am I feeling good? And am I attracting positive and negative things? Because if you're not feeling good, you're not attracting positive things. It's pretty simple, but we tend to complicate this.
Yeah, absolutely. Trust it. Just trust that feeling that you're getting and follow it, and life will flow the way you want it to.
Hell yes.
Yeah, awesome. Well, if you guys don't know Nate, make sure you click on his name. I tagged him in this. Just connect with him. He's awesome. And I hope that you have an awesome day, night, or morning, wherever you are in the world. Just make it awesome. Bye.
Bye, guys.